Hello. Do you or someone you know has damaged their skin by over-exfoliation? Hi, my name is Jana from the beauty business. Today I'm going to answer a question sent to me by one of my readers. Now, just to protect her privacy, I've changed her name, but I'll read that question to you now. And if you find the information I share on this video interesting, why don't you share it with your friends? Please do share, and let's share the love. So here is the question sent to me by Jane. Hello, I give myself closed comedones by over-exfoliation. I used apple cider vinegar, baking soda and loads of coffee scrub every day. I developed the bumps but kept doing the same thing, trying to get rid of it. They have been there for 2 years and won't go. I've tried benzoyl peroxide and acids, but makes my skin red, dehydrated and sore. Can you please help? So I wrote back to Jane and I asked her whereabouts it was located, and she told me it was around her cheeks. I asked her if it's sore, and she said yes, when she scrubs it gets sore and itchy and red. And she also said that 2 years ago she stopped using a moisturizer and then just started scrubbing her face. So we didn't go much further into information there. I wanted to really find out why she started scrubbing her face. Maybe she just found she needed to exfoliate, or did she start having bumps and then decided that she needed to exfoliate to get rid of them? So it's really interesting. She also wrote, so she's used the products on her lower cheeks, the bumps are there, it's definitely sore and itchy when using the products. And she said she stopped moisturizing and using hot water, that she's been washing her face with hot water. Recently she tried using a moisturizer to correct it, but it hasn't really helped, nothing works. So she's realized that she's definitely damaged her skin, so she's looking for some help on how to rebalance her skin. So so let's just talk about it. The first question she sent me kind of threw me off a little bit, because she said she's gave herself closed comedones by over-exfoliating the skin, which is a little bit odd. It's very unlikely to give yourself comedones, which are blocked pores, by over-exfoliating the skin. What typically happens when I see clients, when they have bumps on their skin, sometimes they mistake it for closed comedones because they can look similar. And in fact, it is almost like a rash. So just by looking at the history and what happened there, that because she was over-exfoliating and over-stimulating the skin, it's more like a rash rather than blocked pores. Also, blocked pores can be extracted where the rash cannot be extracted. Now, clogging or blocked pores or comedones rarely get itchy, sore, red and inflamed. So that's another clue that it's unlikely that it's closed comedones. So I'm leading, but just asking those questions and have a little discussion with Jane, I'm leading towards saying, okay, yes, I agree with you. You have stripped your skin, you have over-exfoliated, which led to sensitizing your skin, which led to the bumps that you get on the skin, which is almost like a rash. It could possibly, if she's been over-vigorous with her exfoliation, could lead to sensitizing skin, and then down the track, possibly even now, it's turned into more like a dermatitis or eczema, where you get really rough skin and you feel those bumps on the skin too. So let's talk about exfoliation, and you know what? I see there is an epidemic of over-exfoliation. People see brilliant results when they exfoliate the skin or use peels. However, balance is the key. Exfoliate and peel to rejuvenate your skin, to remove pigmentation, to smooth the skin, to refine the open pores, but don't overdo it. Too much of a good thing. See, your skin is a live organ, and your cells in the skin have a memory, because they have to. They protect our body and the rest of us from the environment. So they have a memory about what your skin is exposed to. And if you treat your skin aggressively, your cells will remember that and will do everything they can do to protect the organism, the body, you. So, and part of that protection mechanism is your immune system, is the immune response of the body. Our skin is part of our immune system. Our skin is designed to keep away bacteria and fungus and intruders into the body. It's designed to respond to our environment and adjust and adapt so that it can keep us healthy. So if you expose your skin and your cells to an aggressive skincare regime or extremes of temperature, environment, stress, whether it is mental stress or whether it is physical stress or environmental stress, like such as pollution, smoking, chemicals, then your skin has to adapt to that. And part of that it will retain the memory of what happened in the past so that in the future it can respond much faster when it's exposed to the same environment once again. So what happens when you over-exfoliate your skin, when you stress your skin, your cells will protect the body by triggering inflammation. Now, inflammation causes a rush of fluid to come to the area to help to flush out the invading bacteria or fungus, or to flush out the toxins that are triggering the inflammation. It also rushes in your immune cells, your white blood cells, your phagocytes, your all part of the white blood cells, so that they can also neutralize the toxins and neutralize bacteria or any invading potential harmful chemicals that are coming in the skin. And so that inflammation looks red, your skin gets swollen, it's hot because all that increased activity happening in the skin. Now, if that inflammation is not taken care of and the aggressive treatment continues over and over and over and over and over again, your skin barrier starts to break down. So what happens is our skin, it's only thin as a piece of paper, the epidermis, is that thin. However, that thin layer is made up of 6, 7 different layers, up to 28, some textbooks I've read. But generally we agree on 5 layers. They start off baby cells on the bottom, so we've got a nursery right at the bottom of the layers, and then gradually they mature, they become teenagers, adults, and then eventually they're grandparents, and eventually they die off and flake off. Halfway through that barrier, those cells create what we call a lipid barrier. The lipid barrier is essentially like a raincoat for your skin, so that when you lie in the bath of water, you go for a swimming in the pool or in the sea, that water is kept out. It doesn't absorb into the system. Otherwise, you'll just blow up like a balloon every time you immerse yourself in water. So we need that barrier to keep water out. It's a very, very important part of the barrier system because water is the carrier of bacteria and other chemicals. So water, if it penetrates into the body and carries with it invading toxins, then you've got a problem, you get sick. So that barrier halfway through our epidermis, our top layer of the skin, is essential, it's critical to keep it intact. Because when that barrier is broken, it becomes porous, it's like a sieve. And through that sieve, things get through that shouldn't go through, triggering, again, inflammation and possibly even skin diseases and disorders. So what you're doing when you over-exfoliate your skin, as Jane did with coffee and apple cider vinegar, which is highly acidic, coffee grains, apple cider vinegar, and soda bicarbonate mixture, I'm not sure where she got that. When you do that on a daily basis, you're breaking the barrier down, you're stimulating histamine in the skin, you're stimulating that inflammation, the response in the skin. Over and over you do that, your skin becomes sensitized and your skin becomes highly reactive to anything it comes in contact with. I have had some clients who sensitize the skin so much, splashing water on the skin hurts, it burns the skin. They're constantly red and inflamed, and they can't possibly use any other products. They just really frustrated because they're struggling to find something that they can actually use on their skin that wouldn't trigger any inflammatory response. So when you do exfoliate your skin, it's really important to balance things out. What you take away, you got to put back in. You need to feed your skin with nutrients. So if you're exfoliating your skin, it's really important to use ingredients afterwards that will calm the inflammation, calm down the skin, rebuild, repair that barrier, and trigger a healthy cell renewal. So you need nutrients that will support a healthy cell turnover. Rubbing our skin off is not healthy. So meaning you don't want to take all your skin off. Your skin is there for a purpose. Now, I've come across clients whose skin is so thin, it's almost transparent. And this often happens also with people who use high retinoic acid products on their skin, such as retin-A or even stronger. And they use it because in the beginning they saw brilliant results on the wrinkles, and now they're still using it when they don't need to, and the skin becomes thinner and thinner and thinner and more sensitive. Now, what happens when you've got lots of histamine happening in the body, you've got constant inflammation. Inflammation is bad for your skin. Inflammation triggers free radical damage. It triggers inflammation, which causes the damage to your collagen and elastin in the skin. It damages the cellular walls. Your cells become damaged themselves. And that accelerates aging. So you're not only potentially sensitizing your skin for the future, where it's going to be very difficult to do anything with your skin, you are also accelerating aging, and you're accelerating processes in the skin that could lead to skin disorders and diseases down the track. So balance is absolutely critical. Now, let's talk about Jane, where she got her skin. So if you or somebody you know has got to the level where they have sensitized their skin, and now they're finding it difficult to get rid of the rash, it's persistently there, because remember, the cells remember it, and now they're just hypersensitive. They're just reacting constantly. So what can you do? So you need to really go onto a desensitizing program, and you need to rebuild the barrier. You need to repair the damage, repair the skin. Now, remember Jane, she damaged her skin over 2 years. So the results are not going to happen overnight either when you're repairing damage. Same thing, when you put on weight, it takes you a couple of years to put on weight, you're not going to lose it overnight. It's just metabolism, it's just pure physiology and biology of the skin and the body. You can't get results overnight. However, we can use products on the skin that will instantly provide relief, but to rebuild the barrier and to strengthen your skin so it functions like a normal, healthy skin once again will take time. You just got to be patient, and you've got to be diligent and disciplined with your skin. So first of all, stop exfoliating your skin. Your skin is just over-traumatized, so don't do it. Those bumps are not something you can rub off. You need to calm them down. It's a rash. It's a raised skin that's caused by inflammation. So first of all, cleansing is important. Just splashing your skin with water will not do the job, and particularly in the cities, our waters are highly chlorinated, full of chemicals that can dry the skin and cause sensitivity. Just remember what happens when you go swimming in a chlorinated pool. Your skin is super dry, and it becomes even sensitized in some people. Well, our tap water is chlorinated, not to the extent of chlorinated pools, but it is. On a daily basis, it can dry the skin out. So you need a cleanser that protects your skin while you're cleansing. Now, you're best off with a cleanser that's a milky texture or a creamy texture. Stay away from soap. Soap will strip your skin once again. It's highly alkaline, and it will just totally unbalance the flora and the surface chemical structure of your skin. So you need a gentle cleanser that will remove the oils, the dirt, the pollution, the makeup that you have on the skin whilst caring, hydrating and soothing. So look for a professional strength cleanser that's designed to calm and desensitize a sensitive skin. There are cleansers like that on the market. You most likely will find them from a professional beauty therapist. Most of the cleansers you see in supermarkets, pharmacies, department stores, well, department stores, they're more like luxurious product, you know, something like makes you feel good. Supermarket are very, very basic formulas. They've got to make them nice and cheap, so you know it's affordable for the mass market. So they've got just based on chemicals. There's nothing really natural. If you're lucky, they'll have vitamin E or something in it. So you really want a formula that was specifically formulated for sensitive skin. So look for ingredients such as cotton plant extract, which is a herbal extract that is anti-inflammatory on the skin. Allantoin has been used in skincare for sensitive and inflamed skin for many years, and it's extremely good at desensitizing skin and also reducing that inflammation and the bumps in the skin. Vitamin B5 or panthenol, you'll see it listed as panthenol perhaps. B5 is fantastic at reducing inflammation and repairing the cellular wall, because our little cells are like balloons and they're full of water, and if that cellular wall is broken down and porous, they lose too much water and the cells die quicker. So you need something to repair the cellular wall, and that will strengthen your skin. Coconut oil in your cleanser is fantastic because it's a gentle, natural cleanser. It won't strip the skin. It removes the oils and the dirt and makeup nice and gently. Some people think it's got antioxidants. I haven't seen any studies to say that it's got antioxidants, but it's really kind to your skin. Arnica is fantastic, and you've probably seen grandma use arnica cream on bruises, stings and bites because it's powerful anti-inflammatory herb. So if you have this kind of ingredient mix in your cleansers and in your toners as well, because you need to rehydrate your skin, that you will find that this will be instantly soothing and calming to your skin, and it will start to reduce that inflammation that's causing the bumps and the rash. Oatmeal is another good one to look for, and particularly an oatmeal mask. They're beautiful anti-inflammatory. They've been used for centuries on people who have eczema, psoriasis, dermatitis, because it's a powerful anti-inflammatory. And it gently does help to exfoliate the skin without stripping or without traumatizing the skin. So oatmeal, particularly as a mask or in a gentle gommage exfoliant, then it's really nice. Now, so that's just for cleansing, which is just basic hygiene, what you need to, just like when you brush your teeth and you wash your hair and you wash your private bits with the cleansers that you use, we need a cleanser for the face. So it's just basic hygiene, and you need to cleanse your skin morning and night. And when you clean your skin properly and it's nice and calm and it's nice and hydrated, it'll be ready to absorb the nutrients you're ready to feed your skin next. So with the serums and moisturizers. Now, some of the ingredients to look for in moisturizers. Now, look for moisturizers that are designed for sensitized skin. See, there is a difference between sensitive and sensitized. Sensitive skin, people are born with it, and there's very few of those. There's not many people around. Probably about 7% of the population is actually born with a sensitive skin, and these are people who are highly allergic to the toxins and in the environment. They tend to get hay fever, allergies, and the skin rashes. So that's the sensitive skin, and these people have to be on a cleansing and moisturizing routine that's free of artificial colors and fragrances pretty much all the time, just to keep the skin balanced. But if your skin is sensitized, it's damaged as well, so we need to repair it. So we're looking at a mixture of repairing, anti-inflammatory and calming ingredients. So the first one that I will talk about is soy phospholipids. Phospholipids are almost like a miraculous ingredient used in skincare because they contain a high amount of linoleic acid, which helps to synthesize ceramides in the skin. And ceramides are essential to repair that barrier, that raincoat that we have in the skin. So it helps to repair your barrier. It's all about barrier function of your skin. It is really lovely moisturizing ingredient. It's interesting, phospholipids, apparently molecularly, they have a head and a tail, and the head is attracted to water and the tail to lipids, and they form like almost like a scaffolding effect in the skin. We call it biomimetic because they help to repair the actual structure of that lipid barrier in the skin. So it's almost like a second skin for your skin. So soy's phospholipids are fantastic. Soy is nice and anti-inflammatory. So phospholipids from soy is beautiful. Dipenthanol, which is again vitamin B5, really important for calming and soothing and barrier repair. Wild jasmine extract is beautiful anti-inflammatory herb. Blue agrenatum is another anti-inflammatory herb to look for. Brown algae, beautiful, calming and soothing. And Boldo extra, you can find it at herbalists, but it is great as a skincare ingredient. Boldo is kind of like yogurt, where yogurt helps to rebalance the flora of your gut. Boldo extract on the skin helps to rebalance the flora of your skin. Now, besides the lipid barrier that we have in the skin, the very surface acid mantle, we call it, which is the chemical structure that protects the skin from bacteria and fungal growth. It's called acid mantle, that's made up of your sweat, oil, dead cells, and so on. And it's a perfectly pH balanced to about 5.5. If that becomes unbalanced, so if your skin becomes too alkaline or too acidic, then it'll react. So Boldo extract helps to rebalance that acid mantle, and it helps to support good bacteria on the skin that helps to keep the diseases away. So Boldo is fantastic. Now, in a serum, I would look for essential fatty acids such as omegas 3, 6, 9. They're absolutely also important. They make up probably about 30% or more of your lipid barrier. Now, we naturally can't synthesize essential fatty acids or omegas, so we have to actually take them from our diet. So foods rich in omegas, such as fish, are really important to include in your diet. And if you're missing, or if your skin is deficient in omegas, then you can take supplements as well, like fish oils, evening primrose oil, flaxseed oil. Flaxseed is just the best. It has the highest amount of omega-3, which is supposed to be really good for your barrier repair. But using oil serum, so like a precious elixir that has omegas in it, will help to instantly provide that barrier repair to your skin, and which will lead to reducing that inflammation and the rashes. Jojoba oil is also fantastic. It's sometimes called the liquid gold because it has perfect affinity to our skin. Molecularly, it's very closely related to or looks very similar to the skin's natural oil, which is a sebum. So the skin recognizes it as part of its own, so it just accepts it. So jojoba oil has been beautiful at healing, repairing skin damage, including scarring. So a mixture of jojoba oil as well as omegas will provide that beautiful repairing of the barrier and calming anti-inflammatory action to your skin. Jane, I would recommend that you go and see our beauty therapist and tell her what you have done with your skin. Tell her you have sensitized your skin through over-exfoliation, and they will be able to recommend the appropriate product for you to use, and even professional treatments. I know I work with a professional treatment that is fantastic on a damaged, sensitized skin. It provides immediate relief to the skin, and so you will find faster results. But if you're finding that you can't do that, or you don't have anybody close by, or for any other reason, then look for skincare ingredients that I just discussed, because that will help to repair your skin. So stop exfoliating your skin. You need to moisturize, but you need to use the right moisturizer, because if you use the wrong moisturizers, for example, moisturizers that are quite active for anti-aging, it'll just irritate your skin again. So you need to use moisturizer specifically formulated for sensitive skin, rashes, eczema, etc. Oh, I just thought of another ingredient which is fabulous for damaged skin, which is sea buckthorn extract. Sea buckthorn is it's a plant that grows these beautiful orange berries, usually grown in around the Russia and Siberia. Oh, I think Russia. And apparently the berries have pips in them, and they extract the oil out of the seeds. And they've apparently used it on burns victims in hospitals in Russia. Now, I've worked with sea buckthorn oil in skincare, and use it also in the current skincare that I use. And it is brilliant at repairing damaged skin fast. I've even used it on eczema, psoriasis, dermatitis, and it's been brilliant at repairing that skin. So look for sea buckthorn oil, jojoba oil, omega-3, like flaxseed oil in the skincare, soy phospholipids, allantoin, arnica, calming ingredients, B5, etc. So hopefully that helps. If you have any other questions, if you suffered with a sensitized skin, you think you've over-exfoliated, and you have any other questions, please pop them in the comments below. If you think that this video will help someone, please share. Let them know that there is something that they can do to help with their skin. If you'd like to know a little bit more after this video, I usually jump on my group, the Beauty Business Students group, where I go into a little bit more detail about the skin science and ingredients. So if you'd like to join the group, I'll pop the link below, and you're welcome to join the group. Please also visit my blog, thebeautybusiness.com.au, and subscribe to my newsletter, where you will discover even more tips and advice. Thanks very much. I hope you have a fabulous day, and I shall see you again next Saturday at 8 o'clock. Take care. Bye for now.